As President Donald Trump continues to crack down on undocumented immigrants, states like Florida, that have a very large agriculture base, are predictably running into a bit of a manpower shortage. But don't worry, though, they have a solution: more child labor. That's right. On Tuesday, the Florida legislature advanced a bill that would loosen child labor laws, allowing kids as young as 14 years old to work overnight shifts, and not just overnight shifts, but ones on school days. Oh, you gotta get up for school? No, you don't, because you're working overnight. Great. Now, currently, students are prevented from working earlier than 6:30 a.m. or later than 11 p.m. However, they're looking to change that. The bill passed through the Florida Senate Commerce and Tourism Committee on Tuesday with 5 votes in favor and 4 against. So, yeah, they're just, they're going to do more child labor, everybody. Child labor. And look, the bill will pass through two other relevant committees before being put to a vote with the full Florida Senate. Governor Ron DeSantis has already signaled his support, so if it gets through that, he's going to sign it into law. And not only does he support child labor, but of course he supports Trump's crackdown on immigrants. In fact, DeSantis said last week at a panel discussion with Tom Homan, quote, why do we say we need to import foreigners, even import them illegally? When, teenagers used to work at these resorts, college students should be able to do this stuff. Well, okay, we're not talking just about college kids here, all right? I don't know any 14-year-olds in college. Okay, I know it happens sometimes, but I don't think that should be your workforce, 14-year-olds, all right? Especially since a lot of these jobs, I'm talking the agriculture jobs, I'm talking the meat packing plants, they're actually pretty dangerous jobs. People have died in those plants. Kids have died in those plants from the machinery. Do you want a 15-year-old to do an overnight shift at one of those places, then go to school the next day, and then go show back up to work without getting any sleep? Come on. What kind of dystopian hell are you trying to create? Seriously. No, here's the thing. Economists continuously warn that kicking out immigrants and doing child labor is going to absolutely backfire. And it's true. For one, I don't think that many parents are going to be cool with their kids doing overnight shifts on a school night. All right. And other changes, by the way, in this law are even worse. One change completely eliminates working time restrictions on teenagers aged 14 and 15 if they are homeschooled. Okay. Another change ends guaranteed meal breaks for 16 and 17-year-olds because, sure, they're still growing and all. So, but do they really need to eat? And you really need a meal break? I mean, come on. You kids are only here to make me money, so I don't care if you're hungry. I don't care if you get hurt. No, get to it. Get back to work. Make me money. Make me money now. I mean, literally, though, child labor violations in Florida have tripled from 95 in 2019 to 281 in 2022. According to the U.S. Department of Labor data cited by the Florida Policy Institute. In 2023, they had 209 violations. And that's just Florida. Across the country, even more. And some of these violations have led to actual deaths. I mean, in Florida, and I know this is a 19-year-old, died when a cement mixer powered on at the worksite. Yeah. In other states, you had younger workers that have lost their lives on the job. A 16-year-old, for example, died after sustaining on-the-job injuries at an industrial site in Marjack Poultry, at the Marjack Poultry plant in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Duvan Thomas Perez, who NBC News reported moved to the U.S. from Guatemala 6 years prior, was cleaning the machinery as part of a sanitation crew when he became trapped in equipment on a conveyor belt. He died at the scene. So, look, it's bad enough that immigrant and undocumented labor is being killed in these workplaces because these corporations, of course, want to hire cheap, Okay, that's what they want to do. They want to hire super cheap. And immigrants and undocumented labor is desperate enough to be able to work at these jobs that are very dangerous and do not pay very well. Okay. And that's the reason, of course, that they want this. And also the other reason that corporations, in lieu of having immigrant labor, are like, okay, child labor then. Child labor. Oh, great. That's great. They don't want to pay enough people enough money to work at these crappy jobs. They also don't want to invest in safety. They don't want to invest in more workers, obviously. They don't want to slow down their lines to reduce workplace accidents. It's all about, for them, putting out more product faster with less workers, because that means, of course, they make more money for the bosses. That's it. And without being able to exploit the undocumented, they're now looking to replace them with kids. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe with the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.